Hey, I'm Ryan with What Game Next, and today we have a full box of Keyforge Worlds Collide decks. Worlds Collide just released today, so this is our first stream with them. We do have a couple decks that we had got from Target last month that was part of the mix-up, I guess, that Target had, where they released a bunch of starters for sale way before release date. They never had an official announcement about what happened there and why that happened. But the official release for Worlds Collide was today. This is my booster box, or not booster box, but deck box that I got from Team Covenant's subscription service. I have some other boxes from my local store that I haven't gone and picked up yet. So those ones I haven't taken a look at, but this is the one from Team Covenant. They're out of Oklahoma, I believe. There's been some reports of boxes that have every deck in them with the Dees house in them. And those have been reported from Arizona, Utah, and I believe Colorado. So this box is from Oklahoma. So we're going to open it up, take a look at the decks, and see if these follow the same pattern. So here we go. Just got to back that up a little bit. Adjust my camera view just a little bit so I could see it better. All right. Okay. All right. So these boxes, it doesn't look like they've changed them from the latest Age of Archons style, or Age of Ascension style of the deck boxes where they open from the side. That's the newest style of deck box. So I'll just open that. Okay, so it looks like no, these are not all Dees, because the first one doesn't even have Dees in it. So we have Untamed, Shadows, and Logos. This deck looks like it has 2 rares in it. Has a self-bolstering automata and a ring of invisibility. It does have double mimicry. It has a key charge. That's cool. It has regrowth. Some of these cards I have not seen yet, so I'm not sure exactly what they do. Alright. Well, let's see if they have anything else in common. Maybe they all have Untamed. Who knows? So let's take a look. Okay, deck number 2 has Dees, Brobnar, and Logos. This one has 3 rares in it. A War Grumpus. It has an Ortanu, which of course comes with the 2 bindings. And it has a Mimic Gel, which Mimic Gel is one of the new cards that lets you copy another creature. That would be interesting with Ortanu, to let you return the bindings multiple times in a turn. That'll be cool to play around with. Double Wild Wormhole. Double Eddy 4x4, which increases the cost of your opponent's keys, and War Grumpus does the same thing. This deck could be very interesting and a pain in the butt to play against. Also has Infernus, which I believe purges your opponent's cards. Alright. third deck, Logos, Brobnar, Dees. Same houses as this deck. Okay. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares and 1 special. The special is Dexys, which I'm not sure how that one comes into the deck. But the other rares are Old Boomy, the big one, Snag's Mirror, Knowledge is Power, and Self-Bolstering Automata. Let's see, we have an Igor, Inspector, Harbinger of Doom, Ogopogo, interesting, Yanger Chieftain, Soulkeeper. Okay, we'll have to open that one at some point and see what makes Dexys come in. Alright, so far we have 2 decks with the same house combination exactly in them. Alright, deck number 4. This deck is Logos and Dees and Untamed. So Logos and Untamed, and then Dees. So far 3 decks with Dees. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rares in it. Another Snag's Mirror, Eater of the Dead. I'm going to pronounce that one last. It has a Curiosity. Fetch Drones, Entropic Swirl, and Zenzik. 2 Hologramophones, 2 Thorium Plasmates and Logos, a Regrowth, a Tantadin, 2 Cauldron Boils. Cauldron Boil is an interesting new board clear from Untamed. A Mimicry. Let's see, 2 Harbinger Dooms and Dees. Alright. Bramble Lynx I think is interesting. I like that card so far. A Natural Selection, another board clear. The Death Knight that growls at Dees. So the Death Knight that growls at Dees. Alright. So I guess we'll put that one in this pile. Alright. So Logos, Dees, and Brobnar. Al Rashid, the Recluse of Bones. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 rares, but it has 3 specials in it. So the rares are Neutron Shark, Wretched Doll, Eater of the Dead, and Iron Obelisk. The specials are Thieves' Bane, Narp's Blue, and Mega Narp. Let's see, it also has a Ganger Chieftain, the Power of Fire, the Flex, Three Fates, Remote Access. All right. Okay, so deck number 6. So far, every deck has had Logos in it, which I happen to like. I like Logos a lot. This is Miss Lip Jelly Lorecroft, Logos, Shadows, and Untamed. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 rares. Has a Mac the Knife, a Prescriptive Grammar Bot, and 2 Ink of the Spiders. Other interesting cards, it has triple Unnatural Selection. It has an Untamed Plant in Shadows. It has Too Much to Protect. Inky Gloom, which I believe is the Can't Reap card in Shadows now. Twin Bolt Emission, Thorium Plasmate, a Daughter. Interesting. So that's the second deck with Logos, Shadows, and Untamed. So we're on to deck 7. Hey, here's our first Saurian deck, but Logos Dees. And this is Ludghost, Vasigo, Storenhof, Palatine. Now it looks like the Saurian logo on here is correct. I saw some pictures online of some people's Saurian logos being incorrect with a gap in between the ridges. So, alright. Looks like this deck has 4 rares. It has Pocket Universe, Knowledge is Power, Eater of the Dead, and A Fair Game, which happens to be one of my favorite cards in all of Keyforge. It also has Thieves' Bane as a special card. So I'm wondering what causes that one. We had another deck with Thieves' Bane. Yes, we did. Interesting. Alright. But let's see what else is in here. 2 Regrettable Meteors, 2 Perfectus Ludos, a Stomp, a Golden Spiral. In Logos we have a Memory Chip and a Quantum Finger Trap and a Remote Access. It's good. Double Poltergeist and Dees. Wow, this has a lot of interaction with artifacts. Double Dendrix. Interesting. Okay. So this goes in our Dees pile. Okay, so this one does not have Dees in it, but it does have Logos. So that makes every single deck with Logos? Yes. The Toothed Mother Tanner of East Tower. This is Logos, Star Alliance, and Brobnar. And we have 3 rares. Ragnarok, Iron Obelisk, and Universal Keylock. Let's see, anything notable in here? Double Commander Chan, Double Chief Engineer Walls, Medic Ingram, Zap Force Field. Let's see, Double Igor and Logos, which is good. Quant, Wild Wormhole, Interdimensional Graft, which isn't super good without other stuff. In Brobnar we have the Flex, a Ganger Chieftain. I'm not sure what some of these other cards do. Gravel Guts, Shattered Throne, Gron Nine Toes. Alright. Okay, so we have our first deck that has neither Dees nor Logos in it. Mrs. X Zseer. This is Star Alliance, Saurians, and Untamed. And this only has 2 rares in it, which isn't necessarily a reflection of power of the deck, but the rares are interesting because you see them so little between the decks that they're the most unique cards in a deck. Normally you see so many of the commons in a set, but the rares in the decks you don't see very often. And this one is interesting, which is Creed of Nature. I saw a post of this earlier today. Somebody was asking a question about it. But it allows one creature to gain all of the text of another creature for a turn. And depending on the creatures you have, that could be ridiculously good. But this has Creed of Nature and Crash Muldoon as the rares. And then it also has a special in Walls Blaster, which is Chief Engineer Walls' gun, which he is in here. And then we have Double Cloaking Dongle, Double Comm Officer Kirby, and then, man, this is just like a full ship's complement in Star Alliance. We have Arms Master Melina, we have Commander Chan, First Officer Frayne, CXO Tabor, Nurse Soto, and the Crash Muldoon. And then only a couple actions. And then in Saurian we have Double Chant of Hubriz, 3 Imperiums, Odoak, the Patrician, Double Phalanx Strike, Prefectress Ludo, Ancient Power, Orator Hisaro, and Philophosaurus. Yeah, this deck is definitely one I'm going to be taking a look at, although I'll probably have to fight my wife for it because she's very big on the Saurians. Alright, so the next deck, which this has a really cool Archon with like these weird spiky things at the top and bottom of it. That's pretty cool. The Lieutenant that wails at neutrality. He does not like people who are neutral. No Logos in this one, but there is Dees. So Star Alliance, Dees, and Brobnar. And we have 4 rares. No Name, Harvest Time, Color of Subordination, and Iron Obelisk. And then in Star Alliance we have Double Arms Master Melina, a Commander Chan, Double Light of the Archons. In Brobnar we have 2 Barn Raisings, a Tremor, it's not bad, Misery Exploit in Dees, Not Finished With You is really good. So that one is in the Dees pile. Yeah. Okay, another Dees. We have Kerr, Dagger, Hunger Axe. This is D Shadows Star Alliance. And in this one we have 2 rares, Scally Caper and Greater Oxtet. 2 specials, Scientist Bane and Frane's Blaster. And wow, this deck has a lot of good stuff in it though. It has double Chief Engineer Walls, double Cloaking Dongle, Stunner, Transporter Platform. In Shadows it has double Breaker Hill, double Kymor Eclipse, double Mug, Oubliette, Subtle Chain, Too Much to Protect. And in Dees it has Spy Eater, Poltergeist, Library of the Damned, Rot Grub. I have another deck with double Rot Grub in it, and that deck is dumb when you get both Rot Grubs going. I'm not sure what Draining Touch does. That one looks interesting. Alright, no Dees, but another Logos. Kuo, the Delegate of Speeches. Logos Shadows Saurian. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rares. It has Neutron Shark, Universal Recycle Bin, Spartosaur, and Tertriet, and Treasure Map. And then it also has a Saurian plant in Shadows as a special. Logos has double Babbling Bibliophile, double Wormhole Technician, double Positron Bolt, double Seismo Entangler. Saurian has a bunch of one-ofs. Shadows has Arani Wrist Clocks, a special delivery, the Treasure Map, double Hawk, double Avinda, and a Breaker Hill. Alright, so of these decks, we had 7 of 12 with Dees. We had 7 of 12 with Dees, and we had 9 of 12 with Logos. That's a little outside the range. The Logos is a lot outside the range of random. Yeah, that's a lot outside the range of random on Logos, but Dees is reasonable, I think. Maybe a little high. Okay, well that's interesting. Well, I'm gonna take these decks and scan them in and take a look at the ratings and stuff on them. Interesting. I wonder if anybody else has had boxes that were high on any houses that weren't Dees. All right, well, thank you for watching. My phone's locked up. To be able to switch. Hi.